Okay, so just to touch back on what we did last time, what did we do? What did we work on? The very last thing you did was what? Do's and don'ts of what? Of presentation set Zen, the slide development, okay? So today what we're going to be doing, you guys are going to go through and look at a bunch of different slides. And you're going to analyze them to try to figure out how do we actually make slides better. And you're going to be discussing in your groups with your peers using these questions to guide your discussion. Now, as you guys are going through, you're going to need one computer with the slides pulled up so you guys can take a look. That's why we're in such tight quarters. So you guys can all kind of look around the screen. Not everybody has to go through and fill this out, but I would like each group to have one person be the note taker. And what we'll do, if you guys notice where it says stop on the questions, we're going to stop and have a share out, and then I want you guys to take turns, swap, and change who the note taker is going to be, okay? That way not one person has to be responsible for writing the entire time. The point of this is the discussion. The discussion is more important than having a written response. Picking up what I'm laying down. So you guys are going to be analyzing a bunch of example slides. When we get done with that, you guys are going to be applying these ideas by revising slides and justifying your choices through written explanations in the notes part of a PowerPoint slide. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to analyze, make it better, talk about it, and then what are we going to do? We're going to revise. We're going to revise slides. You guys, are you with me today? Hello? Okay, so we'll be okay. So I need everybody at this time in your groups. You guys might need 2 computers, but get out one computer, decide who's going to be the note taker for the first round, and hop into the day's agenda in Canvas. Because remember, we're looking, what makes slides better? How do we make good visuals? Answer the first 3 questions accordingly. If you guys notice in the notes section when you open up the PowerPoints, the questions are right along the number of the slides. So get those open, and once we are doing this, I think you guys should be able to answer those first 3 questions in probably about 4 to 5 minutes.
What seems to be the common feature that makes the last slides better? So, because like this one, like you guys said, it follows, or like doesn't follow the template, but it's not easy to read. Like the white is not easy to read on the background that was chosen. And then those ones
That's not even good.
yeah, the visuals aren't very good.
It doesn't blend in with the yellow. I mean, it's colorful.
And wait, go back to the bottom one. Those that have like cuts art.
Alright, but like, see, like go back up one, how it's like 72%, and then go back up one more. It's like 70% of the part-time workers, like, but eventually it just gets down to 72% the number. So yeah, they just like keep taking all the words out.
So that is like
Less words.
Less words,
Like
more
you,
graphics.
it's only putting what you need to know.
And
On
then
the
the
side?
presenter can see the rest.
And then
Should
eventually,
say it only it's putting only like what you need to know or something or whatever you just said.
Share out. Once you guys are done with 1 through 3, just please stop. From these first couple slides we looked at, what patterns do you see emerging as they are editing these slides? What patterns do we see? Hold on. What was that? Okay, they get simpler and simpler. Any other patterns that we see emerge? They get more visually appealing. What part of those make it more visually appealing? The pictures, how they lay it out. Okay, so they get simpler, they become more visually appealing. Anyone else? Patterns that you see emerging? Question, which one of these did you like the best? Okay, who liked the pie chart one? Why do you guys think the pie chart one spoke to you? Elise?
I think it's because like the red was like really contrasting with everything else in the slide.
Okay, so it grabs your attention. Your main focus is right here. But are these better than the original slides? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's continue on with questions 1 through 6 here, and then I'll pull you guys back in.
I'm not sure what the rule is.
Well, just what do you guys notice? What patterns do you
Well,
see?
we see that this one's words outside the picture, picture is small, and the picture is blown up, words are in the picture. Same with this one.
So which one do you think is better?
That one.
Okay, and so what kind of rule do you think you could make? What do you know from just looking at that trend and how much better it is? What should you do with the text with pictures?
Make it smaller than the pictures.
Okay, make it smaller than the pictures. What else could you do?
I would say in the picture, just because those are.
Okay, and then make the picture the full background and use the text within the picture itself. Okay, thank you. Did that answer your question?
She said that you put the text inside the picture.
Because if you put like this one, like it doesn't like flow with
Still need more time. You guys are good? Are you guys good? So, what do you guys think about limiting text so much? As the presenter, as somebody that is in the audience. What do you guys think about that?
I think with limiting the text, it makes the audience more interested in what the person's saying because you're not reading it off the screen.
Okay. If you were sitting in a presentation without having that bullet list, would it make you nervous at all? It's harder to take notes. Do you remember what the presentation Zen dude said? Should you expect your audience to take notes? No, you make a really good handout to give to them and they can jot down any added information. What about the speaker not having the bullet points? Okay, you really have to know your stuff, or at least have really good notes from speaking notes, right? As far as the balance and alignment, how would using a PowerPoint template impact balance and alignment? Maddie?
It limits what you can customize, basically.
Okay, it limits what you're really limited. What is most of the alignment in templates? I want you just to think real quick. It's always centered. Was centered the best alignment? Was it the most visually appealing for you as you were going through? Which ones did you like the best? Autumn, you shook your head no. Which one did you like the best? Off to the side? To the right or to the left? So the templates limit, they make it almost all centered. And it makes it really text-oriented, doesn't it? Because it's all about just the words you're putting in. Let's go through and finish this up. We're going to do the last one, looking at the background and overall. So go through and finish this up.
I feel like it should be mostly one color. Like, when they did this, they changed the background to match this picture color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want your pictures to like stick out.
You don't want the background to clash with the
And
text.
same with that one.
Yeah,
And then this, it was really hard to read that because of the.
Yeah, so I'm gonna write you don't want the background to clash with the text.
but you want the picture's background to match with the actual slide color.
Not too many words. Good picture.
Okay, I'm going to pull you guys together. Okay, so looking at slide design. What big ahas did you have about slide design from looking at this overall? What was like, oh, I didn't realize? Or, oh my gosh, I do that wrong thing all the time. What were your big ahas? Tyler?
Like putting like a white background picture on like a blue slide and having the square show up. I do that all the time, but it looks a lot better when you use a white background.
And you never even probably thought about it, did you? About how having the background blend in with the picture is so much cleaner and simpler. What other big aha did you have? Don't use the template. Well, and you weren't here when we went through the do's and don'ts either. And so, speaking of which, what connections did you see? What is more clear for you now from the do's and don'ts after looking at these? The color use, because you saw the consistency, didn't you? Simple text. You saw how you can actually use the full slide without cluttering it. Anything else? All right, so I'm curious to see what you guys can do on your own. So just close your computers for me. On those little slips of paper, I want you guys to do this individually. I have an example slide for you to see. What would you change about this?